Okay. I will fast forward. I went to the after party that Jermaine Dupri was throwing. And the first moment I saw him, he said, I need you to FaceTime Maul right now. I said, JD, we're in a club. We're at a party in a section. B. Cox, Sean, pretty women. Yeah. He said, FaceTime Maul. He didn't even say, hello, Rory. FaceTime Maul right now.
Yeah.
I give him my phone. Maul answers. JD doesn't say hi to Maul. He starts screaming in a club around women. Pick a side of the family.
Maul, whose side are you on? Because this Jay-Z freestyle just opened every old wound in hip hop. On Riviera, excuse the pun. One thing I can't respect is people that sit on the fence. You never really know where they stand. Even if I don't agree with academics, at least he's consistent and makes his position clear. Still a pagan. So in the latest episode of the Rory Mal Show, the conversation gets tense real quick as the viral Roots Picnic freestyle from Jay-Z becomes the main talking point across the culture. People are breaking down every bar, dissecting his shots at names like Drake, Kanye West, Nicki Minaj, and others who've been circling his name over the years. But it's not just about the freestyle, because Rory puts Maul on the spot. And with Maul's history of backing Drake heavily, especially during the Kendrick versus Drake conversation, things start to feel personal. Adding in Roc-A-Fella connections through his brother Kareem Biggs Burke, co-founder of Roc-A-Fella Records, who was behind the scenes at Roots Picnic. And suddenly, this isn't just commentary anymore. It feels like sides might have to be chosen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dons and donettes, is one half of the Drizzy Morgan Show. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, people. And if you're watching on your mobile, hit the hype button. It helps us get around the algorithm. Blessings, people. Let's check this out.
Oh my God.
And just starts fucking screaming.
Terrifying the whole.
What side of the family are you picking? And mind you, it was funny in the club, but all of us around in the section were like, what side are you going to pick?
Y'all are crazy, man.
You and I have not spoken this weekend.
No.
I have been at the edge of my seat, and we could do a breakdown of this freestyle first.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where my head is at the moment.
Oh, pause.
No one wins when the family feuds. And it's your family.
It depends on,
you're the feud.
It depends on who in the family is feuding. It depends on who in the family is feuding. But I will say this, though. The funny shit about all of this is Drake is the one that told me about this freestyle. Because I was watching the Spurs game.
Fair.
Like I wasn't online. I wasn't online. It was Game 7 was on. You know, the Knicks is waiting. I'm trying to see who the Knicks gonna get. Like, so I'm not even paying attention to my phone, nothing. So I think it was halftime or something. So I look at my phone and I see text from Drake, and I'm just reading it, and I'm like, okay, so he did, which we all said was probably gonna happen. Won't get into what our conversation was from there.
There are 4 reasons I have that comes to mind why Drake had text Maul. First, could simply be information sharing. Drake is plugged into everything that's happening in real time around his name and other major players. If he hears a freestyle is circling and people are decoding it, it's not unusual for him to reach out to people in the media podcast space to see what's being said or to give context indirectly. Second, it could be relationship management. Maul has been openly supportive of Drake in different moments, so Drake keeping it in the loop could be about maintaining alignment with voices in the media who influence narrative framing. Not necessarily using them, more like staying connected to how stories are being interpreted. Third, it can be preemptive positioning. When big names like Jay-Z are involved, narratives move fast. A quick message from someone like Maul could be a way of making sure misinformation doesn't spiral or that certain interpretations don't go unchecked. Finally, it could be as simple as curiosity, checking how people are reacting in real time, especially when a freestyle becomes a culture-wide talking point. Unless we know exactly what was said in the text, it's hard to read too deeply into it. But in hip-hop media dynamics, communication like that usually sits somewhere between staying informed, managing narratives, and maintaining relationships.
He said, nigga, get your uncle. That's what he said.
No, he didn't say that. But
that's so great. He's talking to Drake during this. I'm next to Biggs on the riser. I chose the side.
Oh,
no, but
I'm with Biggs.
But the whole thing
Biggs is on the riser with us.
I don't know what's happening. So everything that we talking about, I don't even know what was said.
More. You are always online. So are you seriously telling me you had no idea what was going on and you were just watching the basketball? And it wasn't until Drake texted you that you actually found out what was happening and what people were saying?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Nigga. Rory made it clear he's already picked a side, especially when you consider he was standing next to Moore's brother in the middle of all this. But you might want to be careful because them OV holes are definitely going to be on his head top for that one. But I respect his stance.
So he was saying, he was, picking out certain things that he said. But the one thing that Drake said was like, yo, but what's up with the hair? Like that was what everybody. So now, mind you, I haven't seen a picture.
They're gonna kill Drake for that because never mind.
No, but the what's up with the hair is what everybody was saying. Like everybody was shocked at Jay's. We've never seen Jay with an afro.
That is a fact.
And the last time we saw him, he had wicks down in the middle of his back. So it was kind of like, is that a wig? Is he cosplaying right now? Is this some NWA? Is he on his Eazy-E?
I can't believe Moore just said Jay-Z might be cosplaying and that he might be wearing a wig. What? What's wrong with it? What is wrong with these Donnies? I bet that was the joke him and Drake were keying about. I can tell. Anyway, isn't that Drake's lane? The hair clips and the manipulated throw and some gal thing? At the end of the day, Jay-Z is Jay-Z. He doesn't need a costume or persona switch to make a statement.
In Drake's defense,
not saying that's what Drake said, but that's what the internet was saying. Like, yo, like nobody understood the hair at first. Niggas got into the lyrics and the bars after they got past the look, the aesthetic of it, because we've never seen Hove like that.
At the show, admittedly, everyone around us, whether it was fans or people we were with on the riser, we're coming up with conspiracies throughout the whole, when's he going to take the wig off and it's going to be the Caesar? I said, Jay-Z is not putting an afro wig on and taking it off.
Like, what is wrong
I was like,
with
no,
people?
like, are y'all retarded?
But this is what I'm saying. People were so confused that everybody just started talking about the hair.
So long story short, Moore was dancing around the question. Let's be honest, he's not exactly going to go against Drake. And with his known ties and affiliations through his family with Jay-Z, he's not going to speak out a line on that front either. And by the way, the internet wasn't focused on Hove's look or style when the freestyle dropped. The real conversations had been about what he said. Every bar, double entendre, and punchline has been picked apart since it dropped. So from the outside looking in, it does feel like Maul is sidestepping the question. Eventually, though, I believe he's going to have to give a clearer answer sooner or later. It's your boy Morgan Heights in the building, people. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Peace.